Hey, I'm George. Welcome back to Experience English. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about camping. Millions of people around the world enjoy going camping every year, and there are many different ways to go camping. In today's dialogue, Corey and Maddie are planning a camping trip, and they're going to talk about the details. I hope they don't forget the bug spray. As usual, I will read through the dialogue and then afterwards go through the lines in detail and explain the vocabularies and phrases. If possible, it's best to use headphones. Here we go. Hey Maddie, we're going camping this weekend. Do you want to join us? Hi Corey. Yeah, for sure. I'd love to. What type of camping are you planning for your excursion? I'm not sure what you mean, but we're planning to go to Manning Park campgrounds with our trailer. Oh, that sounds great. I like that camping area. I meant that there is rugged outdoor camping where you hike to a remote area and campground camping where you usually just drive to the site. Okay, let's review the vocabularies. Maddie asks, what type of camping are you planning for your excursion? The word excursion just means to take a trip or trek. Sometimes we call it an outing. In this case, she's talking about a camping excursion, but it can be used to talk about any kind of outing or trip that you take. Corey says, we are planning to go to Manning Park campgrounds with our trailer. A trailer is also just called a camper. Some campers are towed behind a car, and some of them sit on the back of a truck or pickup truck. Maddie explains, I meant that there is rugged outdoor camping where you hike to a remote area and campground camping where you usually just drive to the campsite. When you camp at a campground, often there are washrooms and bathrooms and sometimes a place to take a shower. It makes it less rugged and more comfortable. Let's continue to the next page. Corey says, I see what you mean. I also enjoy hiking out to a remote place to camp, but this weekend we opted to camp at a campsite. I like different types of camping, but campgrounds are convenient, and it's nice to take a shower after a long day outdoors. I also like having a trailer, which makes things easier, especially if it rains. That's true. I tend to get a more comfortable sleep in a trailer as well. Although there's something really adventurous about sleeping in a tent way out in the forest. I like that feeling, but I also find it a bit scary hearing all the sounds of the forest at night. One time, I remember hearing footsteps outside our tent, and Brad and I were pretty nervous for a few minutes. Okay, so let's review the vocabularies. Remote. Remote just means isolated or out of the way. But this weekend we opted to camp at a campsite, and opted just means choose or chose. Corey says there's something really adventurous about sleeping in a tent way out in the forest. Adventurous is just another way of saying bold or courageous. Sometimes we say way out in the middle of nowhere. Finally, Maddie says, I like that feeling, meaning experience. But I also find it a bit scary hearing all the sounds of the forest at night. One time, I remember hearing footsteps outside our tent at night, and Brad and I were pretty nervous for a few minutes. Nervous just means worried or scared. So let's do a quick review of the key vocabularies from this dialogue. At the top, excursion. Excursion just means outing or trek. Trailer is a camper. Rugged is rough or wild. Remote means isolated. Opted means chose. Adventurous means bold. Nervous means worried or scared. Okay, that's it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed that. Next week, tune in again to find out how Corey and Maddie's camping trip went. And let's hope there weren't too many mosquitoes. See you next time.